Good morning, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Breakthrough Show. This is a place we live life with zero limits. And now, today, I'd like to begin this short video by introducing myself and the topic. My name is Jeff Israel Nthiwa. I train coaches, agents of change, and help them become practitioners of coaching excellence. And one of the areas of preparing coaches to become practitioners of coaching excellence, of course, is the, the area of making a presentation. And this is what I'd like to talk about today in a short period of time. When you're invited to make a presentation, how do you begin? What is your thought process? Where do you go? How do you come up with the topic? How do you decide what to speak on? How do you make the presentation? This is one of the daily occurrences or activities of a speaker and a coach, making a presentation. Now, one of the key aspects of making a presentation is having a clear purpose. So you want to have a clarity of purpose. Like, what's the purpose of this speech? Why am I speaking? For what purpose? Now, there's a reason in the training we do the branding, so you are able to have your own niche where corporate organizations, friends, churches can invite you to speak on. Then it becomes easy because they pick on your topic, and it's a topic that has been designed following a clear mission and a purpose for your life. You don't just speak, you speak for a purpose. So what is the purpose? Okay, so ask yourself, is it to entertain these people? You know, what's the purpose of this speech? Am I here to entertain these people? You see, that would drive your the way you show up. It will actually activate the way you show up, because you show up differently if you're coming to inform, from if you're coming to entertain. And so you need to be clear on what is the purpose? What is it that I'm really doing here? Am I entertaining? Am I informing? What's the purpose of being here? What am I doing? Okay, am I persuading? Am I inspiring? Am I motivating? Or am I informing? Am I here as an educator, a trainer? Okay, so you need to have a clear goal. Although sometimes these goals may overlap, like sometimes you can entertain, inspire, and teach at the same time. But you need to know, okay, what is my client's goal and what does it require? And this is where research is key. It's key for you to do research on your audience. And that's the second point. Research on your audience. Now, some people change organization, change their mission. And so it's good to research on the current mission, where they are, current challenges. So you're not addressing something that is not their need. Remember, you reach people not because of how good you are and how fiery you are, but how much you connect with their need, how much you understand their need. So you want to do some research. What is their need? What is their greatest need? What is it that drives them? And in the course at Destiny Life Coaching, we take you through understanding the human psychology, the psychology of the human needs, so you can know for sure how to go deeper, from the service level of existence to the true need that is driving them, so you can package your message on going right into the need. So that way, you connect with the client need. You're moving them from where they are to where they're supposed to be with your message. Now, the message doesn't have to be too long, you can prepare your own job card where you can give a keynote for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour, half a day, full day. Depends on how you create, the purpose that you want to create and how long it can take to deliver results. You also want to know how many people. Do research on your audience as much as possible. Who is there? What is the level of their, what's their level? Are they on the top management? Are they on the entry level in the organization? What is their level? What are the greatest fears? What is their greatest challenge? So you can address the person's needs at the core. Now you want to connect with them. When you address their needs, you become empathetic. You can connect with them deeply, where they feel heard, they feel understood. There's a sense of rapport. Rapport is total responsiveness, where the person you're talking to, or the group you're facilitating, can respond. People only respond to people who understand them. People respond to people who are like them. People understand people that understand them. Rapport is about having synchronicity, synergy in a meeting. You want to create that. Don't look like you're so higher than your client. No. Fitting. And if you're so low, you feel low again, that will break rapport. So you want to be on the same level in terms of even the language that you use, the energy that you use, the words that you use. And that's why research is so crucial. So you want to research on their subculture in the organization, so you can be able to communicate as them, communicate like them. Remember, even Jesus had to come down to our level. If God can come down to us to reach us, don't you know it's worth going to the level of your client to reach them? And so when you do that, there's a sense of feeling of rapport, connection, and a feeling of you're being seen, you're being heard. There's a sense of empathy, and you're like, they give you permission to influence them. And as a coach, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for permission to influence, to lead them to their transformation, to lead them to their growth, to lead them to their awareness. People only allow other people to lead them. Leadership is about influence. Influence comes by permission. It's by permission. It's like when you go to an organization, the first thing you lead by position, but then that's not leadership. Leadership is not position, is permission. And you're seeking that permission, but seeking to showing them that you understand them, using their language, using their cliches that they use at work, connecting with them. But also there's the general cliches and things that everyone is using, a word like sipangwingwi. and 2021. Chipangwingwi. You can use that and in your speech, and they feel, oh, this is not a foreigner. This is one of us. This is one of us. Homeboy. Talk to us, homeboy. Okay, so you're looking for rapport, because without rapport, there's no need to talk to anyone, because you're not going to influence them. It's a waste of time, and there's no powerful transformation. They will not give you permission. They can look like they're listening to you, but they're not following you. Like we say in leadership class, if you're leading and no one is following you, you're simply taking a walk. It's not leadership. You're taking a walk, my friend. No. Destiny Life Coaching prepares practitioners of coaching excellence. Not just people that give a speech for the sake of a speech. It's taking them somewhere from A to B. And so you have to do research to find what are these blocks, what are these beliefs, what are these challenges, what is the drama that this group is going through. Otherwise, if you go there, give them, information that they don't need, well, they may listen to it, but they'll forget it as soon as you leave the door. People don't care how much you know. People care how much you make them feel. And you can they're only feeling their world. And so unless you get into the circle of their world, you're not reaching them. They're not connecting with you. They don't feel you. Feel me? Yes. And so you're thinking about their needs. You're thinking about what drives them. You're thinking about their challenges. You're thinking about their problems, even as you go to speak to them. Okay? So the purpose, the research, that's very crucial to a speech. I better even not have a structure, but be clear on why I'm doing this. I want to inspire, challenge, and it should be driven by my mission. Otherwise, I don't accept to give keynote speeches that are not aligned to what I do. And that's why I like to share with people my 3 topics that I speak on most of the time. So you can pick one, something that is aligned to my mission. I want, and it's good that people pick speakers with a sense of purpose. So you want to align, if you're organizational leader and you're looking for a speaker, you want to get the right person that will give you the goal that you're meeting. Otherwise, you can have fun and not meet the goal. Everyone say, like the time we go to church and you're like, oh, that was powerful. And they're like, okay, what did you get? How did you change as a result? I don't know. I can't remember what he was talking about, but that's power. Oh, that was so deep, I can't remember nothing. You see, you don't want that. We don't want to waste our time. Our time is valuable. And so you want to dive deeper into what is it? What's the purpose? And what's the needs of this person? The more you understand the needs of your clients, the more of service you are to them, and the greater space they give you for leading them, transforming them, and helping them connect with your message and really find that mission, that purpose, and make those decisions. Because a message is not a message until they have gotten awareness of where they are, where they need to go, and the decisions in between they need to take. That is the message of a speaker. Remember, a coach is a little bit different from a motivational speaker in that a coach speech has got those targets. You're moving people from here to here. There's a sense of mission. This is why we are here. This is what I want to do with you. And by the way, you get so much value by hiring a coach for 1 hour, 15 minutes, whatever it is, because there's a sense of mission. And they are very directive. They go to the point. This is the results I want to create with this organization. And now for you to be results driven, then you have to know what is the result needed. Okay, what are the results needed so that you are results driven? Okay, so find what angle do I actually address, do I focus on my speech on? Find the right words, find goodwill, a sense of connection with this people, create rapport, and find how to break through the resistance, because as long as you're a new person, there'll always be a sense of resistance. Another thing is create a clear profile and send them before so they begin to create rapport with you. Send everyone and tell the person, the HR, to share your profile with everyone. And when you're speaking, the profile can be there. Let them have a sense of rapport before, a sense of connection. Put value in that. This is so crucial because without that, that is the gateway to transformation. They will not give you permission to influence them. Are we still together? And so this is crucial because many people change during keynote speeches. And it's good to know that you are on a mission. This is not just a talk. You are changing lives. And when that drives you, then you're coming from a higher place. You're not just speaking. You are speaking for a purpose. You're speaking for a mission. You're here to change lives. And that is crucial. Okay, you're here for a purpose. So be clear on your mission. Be clear on what is the speech you're giving about. And what are the needs? What are the key points? Don't have too many points. You need to summarize now your outline into 1, 2, 3 points. It can be 1, it can be 2 points, 3 maximum. Leave it there. After the 3rd point, most of the time they have lost you. They are thinking about something else, no matter how good you are, or they've lost the mission. And so you want to have 3 points, that's enough. Outline of 3. What are the main points? Even if you have 100, summarize them into 3. It's easy for people to remember. I see this with speakers, especially in church, who even the pastor himself cannot remember what he preached on Sunday because he had 6 points. It's okay, so what did you speak on? So he'll tell you 2 points out of the 6. I'm like, okay, so how do you expect the congregation to remember 6 points? So what I like is to have 1, 2, maximum 3. I like 1. You will never forget. Just 1 point. Remember, the repetition is the mother of skill. And again, as a speaker, you have to understand how the human mind works. Human mind works with conditioning. Like right now, the habit that you suffer from, let's say is sugar, eating sugar or overeating or whatever it is, it came through conditioning, through repetition. Repetition is the mother of skill, as Tony Robbins says. So you want to repeat. When you repeat same point over and over again in different versions, you're drilling this point into their subconscious mind. Remember how the mind works. You have 2 parts of your mind. One is the conscious mind. The other one is the subconscious mind. Transformation and change is in the subconscious mind. It's the mind of emotions, feeling, and all that. And you have to touch that mind. Between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, there is what we call the defense line. The defense line is the part we are saying you need permission to influence. And so usually we resist anything that the mind resists anything that doesn't look familiar. And so you want to be as familiar with them as possible, as you want to connect with them as possible, so you can get the permission to go into their subconscious mind. You have to get permission to hypnotize people into the message. Yeah, we are always hypnotized by something. Some of us are hypnotized by poverty. That's the only thing we know. Hypnosis is about what do you know, what takes over your life. Some of us is poverty. Some of us is just low standards. What is it what have you been hypnotized to? So what you're doing when you talk about leadership is we are actually hypnotizing people to a message of greatness, to power, to realize the potential within them, this consciousness of awakening to their highest awareness of who they are is in a potential state. There's an action that needs to be taken. And they can't take that action from this resistant mind of the conscious mind. They need to take it from the subconscious mind. They say yes from the place of the soul. They'll never go back again to being the way they've always been. So through your speech, you're changing lives, you're transforming people, and they can tell you, I met you during this time, end of the year, and this is what, you took us through, and I made this decision. The other thing is, by the end of your message, you want to have action or take home. What are you going to do then? Great messages always end with a take home. What is your action? What is your take home from this? And so always make sure you're clear before you start the speech on what is your take home. What is the take home? How do you make the introduction? How do you end your speech in a way that people take something home? And this is where the kind of structure comes in. Okay, so you want to have an outline of 3 points. This is what I'm going to do. Begin with this introduction, there's a body, and there's a conclusion. Very clear, very simple. Make it clear in your mind, memorize it, say it in the mirror, practice it. This is crucial part of your presentation. Practice the 3 points in the mirror, you see? And you see why I make them 3 or 2 or 1? Is when you're practicing, it's so simple. And ideas come, inspiration come in your heart because the focus is just on this 1 point or 2 points or 3 points. And so practice. Give yourself, if you're giving a speech for 1 hour, practice. Speak to the mirror for 1 hour. You think that's why we charge a good fee to be a keynote speaker in an organization. It takes a lot of preparation. And so you prepare, speak on the mirror, prepare, look at your gestures, look at your physiology, look at the way you're breathing, practice. As the more you practice, the better. So prepare the opening, prepare the end. How do you start? What time will it be? And so you practice. If it's in the evening, you practice it. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. What an honor. Before I start, I'd like to introduce myself because some of you may not know me. 1 or 3. Before I start, I'd like to introduce my topic. Wow. See, so you want to know, how do I begin and how do I end? So friends, after hearing all this, 3 points, 3 core pillars, and seeing yourself in different decision or choice points, I'd like to know, where are you in this journey? And where does this leave you? What are you going to do now? Pause there. Pause a little bit. In your speech, you need to bring a sense of pause and silence so you can help people connect with the decisions they need to make. Now, let's continue this training in the next video. Thank you and God bless. But before we leave, what is the action you're taking right now? What is that action or take home you're taking in preparing yourself? Opportunities come to the prepared. So I'll give you an assignment. I want you to go and be clear on your mission. Let's begin there. And then we meet in the next video. Be clear on what is your mission? What is your niche? And if you don't know what your mission is, or you're not clear on what your niche is, or you'd like to join the Destiny Life Coaching course where we do all this, I would like you to click on the link below and I'll see you for a free consultation session. I'll give it to you for free because we want to change this world. And so click on the link below and I'll see you at the breakthrough session with Jeff. Goodbye and God bless.